Hey, welcome to this episode on cloud computing and big data. In today's session, we will explore how cloud platforms support big data analytics, from scalable storage to real time processing, and also implementing cost efficiency. Now, let's start with understanding how clouds support big data analytics. Well, the first concept they use is scalability. They take advantage of this whole methodology, where cloud platforms provide on-demand elastic resources that can handle vast amount of data. Whether you're looking for a small data set or massive data pipelines, well, cloud services can scale up or down based on your needs, ensuring efficiency without over-provisioning. The next concept is storage solutions. Well, cloud storage solutions actually differ from platform to platform, and they have different name, but they all have the same or similar objective. So if you talk about solutions like AWS S3 or Azure Blob storage, these are designed to store large data sets. These platforms can accommodate both structured and unstructured data, making it easy to store and assess huge amount of information for your company's objectives or analysis. The next concept is your data processing power, the raw compute power they offer. Well, all the cloud platforms actually have to offer it. This is actually the fundamental building block. So here I can say the cloud offers high performance compute instances, such as AWS EC2 and Google Compute Engine, which can process large amount of data very quickly. Well, distributed computing tools like Hadoop and Spark enhance efficiency even further, enabling parallel processing across multiple servers. So think about using all the threads, all the cores at the same time for a single objective. The more cores, the more amount of work will be done for you. Real-time analytics. Well, for real-time data analysis, platforms like AWS Kinesis or Azure Stream actually analyze your data at a very high speed. Well, they also allow you to process data as it is generated, almost real time. This capability is essential for scenarios where immediate insight or immediate response are needed, such as detecting anomalies or responding to customer interactions. Now, some advanced tools and services. Well, cloud platforms also offer built-in analytics tools like AWS Redshift or Azure Synapses. Now, for large-scale data queries, this actually makes more sense. It is purpose-built for that. Let's say for machine learning and predictive analysis, services like AWS SageMaker or Google AI provide pre-built models and framework, which solves most of the organization's issues with large-scale AI-driven data analysis. And at the end, let's talk about cost efficiency. Well, the overall cloud runs on this methodology. The pay-as-you-go pricing model of cloud platforms help control costs by changing your resource utilization and then charging only for the resources you actually utilized. This eliminates the need for expensive on-premises infrastructure or the upfront cost for it, making big data analytics more accessible for any industry. Moving forward, well, if we talk about big data storage and processing in the cloud, well, we have to start with the storage solution itself. Well, here I will say scalable for unstructured data. The storage, solution for scalable and unstructured data, such as AWS S3 or Azure Blob storage, can be used by the organizations. The next option is data lake. Well, data lake simply means a centralized repository for raw, unprocessed data, like AWS Lake Formation, allows you to store all data types in just one centralized location. And when you will process it, the information will be derived in the future. The data processing. Well, the first one is batch processing. Tools like AWS EMR or Google Data Proc enables the processing of large datasets in batches. When we talk about real-time processing or almost real-time processing, platforms like AWS Kinesis and Azure Stream Analytics support real-time data analysis by immediate insights. If we talk about the big data tools, well, Hadoop and Spark, well, they can actually play the major role. These are distributed computing frameworks that process large datasets efficiently. Services like AWS EMR and Azure HD Insight offer managed versions of these tools. Cost efficiency, again, boils down to the same concept of pay-as-you-go model. You only pay for the storage and the compute resources you use, optimizing the cost while maintaining the performance. So, if I have to summarize this concept, I will say that in this session, we explored how cloud platforms support big data analytics through scalable storage, high-performance compute or processing, and real-time analysis. With some tools like Hadoop, Spark, and AWS SageMaker, businesses can gain insight from their data more efficiently. The pay-as-you-go pricing model also ensures that the cost is controlled, making big data analytics accessible to organizations of all sizes. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to join NITA, NetSoft IT Academy, for more episodes and more courses. Take care.